Hey everybody, it's Sharvette Mitchell. Thank you for popping on into my live stream. No matter where you are, you might be hanging out on Facebook, on Periscope, on YouTube. Listen, today I want to talk about how to get your audience to take action. Yep, it is all about call to action. So shout out to all of those that are hanging out in my Facebook community, Coaching with Vet. Hey girl, hey, there's the address down there. We've been talking all week about call to action, CTAs. So we're going to get into it right after this quick intro. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Listen, I know I'm coming on your pages at an interesting time on a Friday, right? So let me shout out. Hey, Shanita. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Coach Shanita, I should say. Thank you for popping on in and joining us. And so I know that all of the platforms are building and sending notifications out saying, hey, come check out Sharvette. And so today, let's talk about what we're going to be talking about. And so again, I've been having this conversation all week long over in my Facebook group, Coaching with Vet, and we've been talking about call to actions. That's what we've been talking about. And so I want to make sure that you know 5 different call to actions that you can use with your audience. 5 different call to actions that you can use with your audience. And so sometimes people will see CTA and they're like, I don't know what that is. What is that? And so that means call to action, because guess what? You have to help tell people what to do. You have to direct people into taking an action related to your business. Now, this is targeted to businesses, but quite honestly, nonprofits, ministries, all of us are asking and should be directing our audiences to do things. So we have some tips today. So as you are popping on in, just let me know in the comments that you are here. No matter where you are, if you're on Periscope, pump and give us some hearts. Again, I know this is a different time of the day. Welcome. For those coming on in from Periscope, we see you. Thank you so much. So let's jump into the tips, right? You're like, I'm here for the tips. So grab your pen, grab your paper. We're talking about call to actions. All right. So here's the first one. If you are taking notes and you're saying, I want my audience, I want to be able to do more, get more from my audience, but I've got to give them some direction. So if you have an objective to increase engagement on your pages, and again, welcome to all those that are coming in, even from my Facebook group. If you're looking to increase engagement on your platforms, no matter where you're hanging out on social media, you want to ask the audience to share their thoughts, share their opinion. Now, this could look a lot of different ways, but you might have seen, and let me know in the chats and in the comments if you've seen where people might have put up a picture or 2 pictures and they said, hey, do you like one or the other? Do you like A or do you like B? That gets the audience to interact with the post. And guess what? The more people that interact with your post, the more opportunity that people have to see it. So if you feel like your pages are low as far as engagement and getting people to talk, guess what? Ask your audience their opinion and their thoughts on what you have. All right. Do that. Shout out to Coach Andrea that's listening in. Hello. Zary's on, I believe Zary's like Terry's on Periscope. Hello, Betty Jean, my mom. Welcome on in. All right, so we're talking about call to actions. So the first one I have here, and again, this is a continuation of a conversation that's happening over in my Facebook group. There are more opportunities and more examples over there. So ladies, if you are a female entrepreneur, make sure you join us over there on the Facebook group, and you can join right here. All right, great. So let's move on to number 2. Again, talking about call to actions. And guess what? I'm going to have a call to action for you right now. share this video out. Share this video out. If you have those that are on your timelines that are entrepreneurs, absolutely, this is targeted to you. But you know what? Nonprofits and ministries, you can use this as well. And this is a great opportunity because I see a bunch of you coming on in for me to pause and formally introduce myself. I am Sharvette Mitchell, and I work with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them build their online platforms and personal brands so that they generate more revenue. And I do that in a couple of ways with web design services, consulting services, one-on-one and great group coaching programs. I've got some of my clients here, hashtag platform builders, conferences, books, and some of you might even know me from the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. So that's a little bit about me if you're just popping on in. So our second tip around call to actions. And again, if you're like, hey, what are y'all talking about? We're talking about call to actions. That's what we're talking about. Number 2, you can use social proof. What is social proof? Here's an example. We're looking for the 75th customer. Is that you? So what does that say? What does that say? Hey, Stevie, thanks for popping on in. What does that say? That 74 other people have already purchased or enrolled or gotten this product or whatever. And so that is one type of call to action you can use. We're on number 2. We're going to go to number 5. We're going to go to 5 today. But again, if you're looking at, I'm trying to do more with my audience, guess what? You have to lead people along the path. And that's called a call to action. You have to ask them to take action. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Yes. Hashtag platform builders. Thank you so much. All right. So that's number 2 is you can use social proof. What other people have purchased or enrolled in a program, you can reference that number to give social proof that there are other customers that are using your product or services. All right. So let's move on to number 3. Again, talking about call to actions. And hello, Vandy. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Michelle, hanging out in the Facebook group, watching and participating. So here's number 3 of getting your audience to take action. You can create urgency. You can create urgency. FOMO. FOMO. Somebody type in the comments and let me know what does FOMO mean? Somebody type in the comments and let me know. Hey, Tony M. Winston, shout out. She has a new book out. Let us know, Tony, how we can get a copy of your book. Great, great, great. Yes, thank you. I'm glad, Stevie, you are able to catch live. Somebody type in the chat for me or in the comments what FOMO means. But this is the third call to action that you can have with your audience. Again, training and getting your audience to actually take action. Guess what? You have to tell them what to do. All right, but you can create urgency. Here's an example. Sale ends in 3 hours. Go shop now. So if they were already looking at your t-shirt, already looking at your book, already looking at whatever, already looking at your program to enroll in, whatever it is that you have going on, if the enrollment or the sale ends in 3 hours, that's going to create urgency and a call to action. All right. Absolutely. Stevie got it. Fear of missing out. That is FOMO. Most people have a fear of missing out. They don't want to miss out. You can leverage that with your business, with your products and your services as one of the strategies to help your audience take action, to guide them on taking action. Great. I see. Listen, y'all getting it. Coach Shanita, fear of missing out. Right. People don't want to miss out. And so you can create urgency to help them, cause them to take action so that they don't miss out. All right. So if you're just popping on in, we're having a cool conversation about call to actions, and we're sharing 5 call to actions that you can leverage with your audience. All right. 5 call to actions. And we're moving on to number 4. We're moving on to number 4 right now. Okay. Again, this works great for your products and or services or whatever you're offering. So you can take the approach of obtaining leads, because you may have a service that, someone can't actually like just go to your website and buy. Some of you do. So like Tony has shared, shout out to Tony. She shared in the comments, the link to her new book. So you can check it out. She shared it right there. So you can just go purchase that book. But some of you are more so like me, where you provide services. And so there's typically a conversation that needs to be had. Well, guess what? One of the call to actions that you can have an objective around is around obtaining leads. And so how do I do that? What's one way that I do that? Well, guess what? You can use this example here. Have any questions? Send us an inbox. Or if you're on an Instagram person, send us a DM, or wherever you're watching and participating from. So you can ask them. Now, yes, you could say, go to your website. Yes, you could say, fill out a form. But if it's a quick way, a quick action that people can have an interaction with you, where you can establish a quick relationship and a quick rapport with them. Y'all see all those quicks? I was almost getting tongue tied. You can establish a quick relationship and quick rapport with them in an inbox. This might be a great way, a great call to action for you to leverage so that you can build your leads. Because, and this is not my term, but I heard Shay Brown say this years ago, leads equal hope. Leads equal hope. All right. That's what we're talking about. So let's do a quick little recap. If you want to recap, and if you're just popping in saying, what y'all talking about? What y'all talking about over here? We're talking about 5 call to actions, or also known as CTAs. If anyone wants a recap, because we're on number 4, I've got 5 for you today. So just 5. We're on number 4. If I see one recap, I'll go ahead and hit recap. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Carla R. Jennings, who reshared this on Twitter. Thank you so much. All right, I see a recap coming in. So let's go back to the top. Number 1, you can increase engagement. This type of call to action is to help you have more engagement on your post, because the more people see it, the more opportunity that eyes get on what you're doing. All right, ask your audience to share their thoughts. It could look like something like this. Hey, I've got t-shirt A, t-shirt B. Which one do you like? A or B, or whatever, but ask the audience to share their opinion. Guess what? People love, if you haven't recognized and you haven't realized lately, people love to give their opinion. Yes, they get entangled with that. Y'all caught the fun. Y'all caught the fun. All right. Number 2, use social proof. This type of call to action is pulling on the proof that other customers have purchased this or enrolled or whatever. And so you could say something like, we're looking for our 75th customer. Is that you? So what does that say? There are 74 other people who have purchased this or enrolled in this. FOMO, I want to jump in on this, because there must be something up. It must be something good if other people have already grabbed this. Thank you for the hearts and the loves that are coming in. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Carla. She said recap. Thank you. I'm doing this just for you. Yes. Tony said good. Pick one. Get their opinion. That's going to increase your engagement on your post. All right, so let's go to number 3 as we're rolling on. And thank you so much for those that are coming on in. I'm Sharvette Mitchell. I work with female entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them build their online platforms and personal brands so that they generate more revenue with an amazing online brand. I do that in a couple of ways, with consulting services, one-on-one and group coaching, web design services, and the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, and an amazing Facebook group that I invite all female entrepreneurs, or if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur and you're a female, join us over in the Coaching with Vet Facebook group. I've got it right here on the screen for you. And if you're in another platform, hey YouTube, hey Periscope, you can go to heygirlhey.today right on the screen, and it'll bring you right into my Facebook group. And this is a continuation of a conversation we've been having all week long over there. All right, so the third one, as we are in our recap, going to the last 2, create urgency. We already talked about FOMO, fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out. Hey girl, hey, thank you for hanging out with us, Miss Clement, in the Facebook group. I don't want to miss out. So here's an example. Sale ends in 3 hours. Enrollment closes in 3 hours. That's urgency. And that's going to cause some of your audience to take action because they don't want to miss out. All right. And then number 4 is you can use call to actions. Kind of the 4th category is to obtain leads. Yes, you can send people to your website. Yes, you can tell people to go do X, Y, Z. But guess what? If you can have a direct connection with them in your Messenger, in your inbox, in your DM, on Instagram and all those other places, that would be a great way to get some leads and nurture some leads and build a rapport and have a conversation with them by inviting them to send you a message in the inbox. So you're not just sending them anywhere else, you're engaging with them right on that platform. That is the fourth call to action. All right. Fifth call to action that we're talking about. And again, if you're popping on in, we're talking about 5 call to actions. And the fifth one is you can leverage social influence. Guess what? Every single person on your timeline has some kind of influence. Hey, comedian Wendy Lee. Hey, girl. Hey, welcome. Let me catch this comment from Tony. Tick, tick goes the clock. Right. Yes, absolutely. The clock is ticking. And you all know your buying behaviors and shopping behaviors and enrollment behaviors are just like your customers. So you can look at your own behavior and see what type of call to action to leverage. But this last one here is all about social influence. And I know I'm popping in on your pages in a different time of the day, but that's okay. We good. Okay, share this out though, because I know that there are people on your timeline and they need this information. So go ahead and share it out. Social influence has to do with the influence of your audience. So you can ask your audience, I just demonstrated it. Ask your audience to share a post share your post with their friends list, with their business pages, with their groups. And then what that type of call to action will do is then you can potentially get in front of other audiences based off of the people that are already connected to you. But guess what? You have to ask your audience to do that. You have to give them an action. Now, is 100% of the people on here going to do it? No, but some of them will, just like Carla, who's hanging out on Periscope, shared it. I saw the notification pop up on my phone, and now it's over on Twitter, and it shared it on Twitter and all that good stuff, because Periscope and Twitter are connected, if you didn't know. And yes, people are still on Periscope. So there you have it. That was a call to action. So those are the 5. If you're just popping in and you're saying, oh, I wanted to get in on this conversation around call to actions, but I missed it. No problem. We still here. We still chatting. So I'm going to answer Wendy's question here. Let me pop it up on the screen. Does the time limited sale have to be less than the average cost of the item or service? So that is a great question. If the item or service is always available, so if this is an item or service that's always available on your website, if you're going to do what people call a flash sale, Wendy, so there's a specific timeline, maybe it's a 24-hour sale or a 3-day sale or something of that nature, then you would be putting it on sale there, because that's what's creating the urgency, is that, hey, there's a discount, but this discount is going to run out in 24 hours or in what have you. Usually a flash sale is 24 hours or less, or whatever sale you put together. So that's really when the urgency works the best. Wendy, thank you for that question, is if there is some incentive for them to buy. And even if it's not a sale, if it's free shipping or if it's something else, you would consider putting that in as an incentive to buy. Awesome. Thank you. Let me know if there are any other questions. Listen, Stevie says she made her way over to Periscope, so she loves hanging out over there. Thank you for hanging out there. Hello, Carmen. Thank you so much for being here. Carmen has a conference coming up that she is planning, a virtual summit. Carmen, let us know in the chat about that. All right, so that is that. So I wanted to just give you these thoughts of things to do as an ending kind of closing thought for you. Your audience needs direction from you. It may seem simple, and it may seem like, well, people know to do X, Y, Z. But quite honestly, you just asking and directing your audience and being intentional about having these directions within your post and in your engagement is going to help people. And again, it's not necessarily everything is, some of you might feel like, I don't want to always say, buy my stuff. But you notice some of the call to actions that I mentioned did not necessarily say, buy my stuff. Sharing this video is not going to cost any of you anything, right? Saying, hey, what's your opinion on A or B on a post is not going to cost anyone anything, but they all build up to your influence and your positioning with your audience. And that's what call to actions will do, get people to take action. And at the end of the day, we are in business. So yes, we do want to make sales. We do want to increase sales. And so we have to help and give people direction on that. Let me shout out, Carmen has a diversity and play therapy virtual summit that's coming up. So shout out to Carmen. Big things popping there, and you can connect with her if you want to hear more about all of that. All right, I'm done for the day. Any final questions? Again, if you are a female entrepreneur, this is another call to action. See, just observe. Female entrepreneur or a female that wants to be, I invite you into my Facebook group. All of the information is down here on the page. So if you're on Facebook already, the easy way to find it is Coaching with Vet, and it'll come up. If you're hanging out in any other platform or see this later on YouTube or Periscope, or it might be land on my website or whatever, I made a simple link that'll take you directly to the Facebook page. heygirlhey.today is right there. And we'd love to have you join us as we have these types of conversations. Thank you, Tara. Thanks for being here. All right. I am jumping off. You guys have an amazing weekend, and I will see you later in these internet streets and the interwebs. Bye.